What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is all about the OnePlus 9 Pro and the first things that you should do upon setting up this phone. Let's jump right into it. First thing you want to do is find a blank spot on one of your home screens, press and hold, and go to wallpapers. Choose a different wallpaper immediately. If you don't like the one that they have there by default, you can go into Canvas, and in here you can just hit next, and look at a photo that you want. Maybe you want to use a picture you took, you click on that, and you can see Canvas works better than Faces, and you can preview it if you want to see what it's going to look like as one of your photos as a wallpaper on there. So it kind of does that little thing right there for you. Also, what you can do is you can go into My Photos and choose a photo that you like. Maybe you want this photo to be it, set the wallpaper, or shot on OnePlus. I like this because they show all photos that were shot on OnePlus, and you can choose any of these and set them as your wallpaper real easily. And then you have some pre-installed ones as well right here. Going back to the home screen, press and hold again, go on to home settings one more time here. And there's a bunch of things that we're gonna make sure that are turned on already. Hopefully they're already turned on for you. So add icon to home screen. Make sure that's turned on. Anytime a new app is downloaded, it's going to automatically add it to your home screen. If you don't like that, just turn it off by tapping that button on the right. Swipe down to access. So I tap on that. Make sure it's set to notifications and quick settings, because I think by default it's set to shelf. And what that means is when you swipe down from basically right here, it brings down my quick toggles. So I don't have to go all the way up. By default, it has the shelf, which gives you some information that you probably won't care about. I think having it set to your quick toggles and notifications is better. Google, turn that on. That's going to be right here. When you swipe over from the left to the right, you get your Google feed, all that information at your fingertips, news articles and things like that. I love having that on there, so I definitely advise you to turn that on. Double tap to lock, so in a blank space on your home screen, if you double tap that, it'll lock your screen. So that's a very handy feature to have there. And then going back in here again to home settings, you have your launcher layout. I like it at home screen and apps, and I think that's a drawer, I should say, and that's what it's set to. Otherwise, you can just do home screens only. And if you want home screens only, it'd just be home screens. It would be set up just like an iPhone would. Otherwise, home screens and drawer is like this. You get your home screens, or you can swipe up and see all of your apps, which I prefer the way Android does it. I think it's a little bit easier to follow. It's something I'm used to anyway. Quick search gestures, this could be super handy. So if you turn this on, you can swipe up and hold, and you can search like your apps and stuff. So I swipe up and hold, you can see I can search real quick and type something, blah, 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 blah. And that's what that does right there. I'd advise turning it on, just a cool little feature. And then a couple other things in here. Notification dots, definitely without a doubt, turn that on. It'll put little dots next to your notifications, letting you know you have them. Icon packs, you can come in here and choose different icon packs if you want, something you might not care about. Hit the home button. Next, what we want to do is swipe down from the top and go into settings by hitting that little gear in the bottom right. Once you tap that, what you want to do is go into Wi-Fi and network, click on Wi-Fi, and go to Wi-Fi preferences. Whoops. Go back here. Got excited on me. Wi-Fi preferences. Once you're in here, there's a couple things that I like to turn on automatically. Turn on Wi-Fi automatically. By turning that on, it's going to automatically connect to networks that you generally use. Maybe at your house, maybe at work, a friend's house, wherever it may be. If you always are connecting to those Wi-Fi networks, your phone learns that. And if your Wi-Fi is off, it will turn your Wi-Fi on. And by default, if you're in an area, maybe just walking around, or you're at the mall or something and you'd never use Wi-Fi in those areas, it'll automatically turn Wi-Fi off, allowing you to save a little bit of battery. The other one that I like to turn off is notify for public networks. I turn that off because I don't want to know if there's a Wi-Fi network every time if I'm walking around or at a public place. It gets super annoying, gets rid of that notification, and just doesn't tell you. You can still connect to networks, just doesn't tell you like through a notification. Let's go back to the main screen of settings, and next let's go into the display settings. Display has a lot of settings. In here, you're gonna see sleep. Tap on that, change it to 2 minutes. It's the perfect time for, it doesn't turn off too fast or too slow. I like it set to 2 minutes. Advanced in here, there's a bunch of stuff. Change your screen calibration to vivid, change resolution to QHD+. That's give you the absolute highest resolution available. Refresh rate, change it to 120 hertz. It gives you the smoothest feeling on the phone. It's beautiful. Definitely want to turn that on. Other than that, let's go back here to display. And next you want to go into you can turn these on if you want. I have them turned on. It basically, Color Effect Pro just makes the screen more vibrant. You can see it gives you a little demo of what it's going to look like. That's why I turn it on, because I like those vibrant colors. Motion graphics smoothing. It makes it smoother looking. So, I mean, you might not be able to tell versus this video, but the one on the right side of the page here of the video is a lot more smoother. It just makes videos and things feel smoother. Dark mode, definitely, I mean, I like turning it on manually just so that it's always dark. It's easier to see on your eyes, easier to see it use at night. It's easier, it's better with battery life. So I turn that on. You don't have to, but you can also set a schedule for it if you would like to. Other than that, let's see if there's something else on the display settings I wanted you to do. Oh, status bar, make sure battery percentage is turned on. I love seeing the battery life on there. I would recommend it. And you can either do a bar, a circle, or you can hide it and just have the percentage, which is what I like to do. So I'm actually glad I looked at that because I forgot to do that. Let's go back into here, and the next thing that we're going to go into is customization. In customization, you can come in here and change accent colors. So I have mine, I change it to like the blue. So all the little things on here that I look at are going to be like blue. It helps with that kind of stuff, or changes it for you if you like it. So you can go in there. I would recommend changing the accent colors to something that you like, just to customize the phone a little bit. Let's go back here again. Let's go into sounds and vibration. Don't forget, change your ringtones and things like that. That's where all this stuff is, your notifications. You can come in here and change all that if you want. So go in there and change your ringtone. Same thing with your notification sounds. Come in here and choose the notification sound that you wish to have. System sounds. So you can have these turn on or off. Right now, like screenshot, when I take a screenshot, it's going to play a sound for it. Screen locking sounds, dial pad, I turn that off. Touch sounds, I turn that. I usually have it off. Sometimes I turn it on, but you can go with what you want on there. Touch vibration, I have that off. I don't like to feel the haptic feedback, but if you like to do that, keep that on right there. Next, let's go into buttons and gestures. This is a big one right here. So what you want to do is you have your navigation bar and gestures. Tap on that. And I like using the buttons down here. I'm kind of old school with that. I think it works better that way with Android versus using gestures. If you want the gestures where you swipe up and hold to go home, and swipe from the right or left to go back, and swipe up and hold to bring up your recent apps, then keep it at gestures. Otherwise, use the buttons. And if you do use the buttons, you can come in here and you can go to navigation bar customizations. I swap the buttons. I like the back button on the right, the way by default Samsung does it. A lot of other Android companies have it on the left-hand side, so I like it on the right-hand side. Other than that, you can also set some of these double tap actions and things like that if you want to customize that. I'll go into that in a separate video. Going back here, we're gonna next go to, double click the power button. Make sure that's set to camera, and press and hold the power button. Make sure that's set to power menu. Going back to the main screen of settings, the next thing you want to do is go into security and lock screen. Tap on that, and in here you can add more fingerprints. Do face unlock. I would definitely recommend using face unlock. With face unlock, I'll show you real quick. It just allows you to unlock the phone with your face. I'll add my phone real quick, my face I should say. Just go in a big circle. It likes to see how beautiful you are. Let me get this a little bit closer. Here we go. Come on, it's getting me. It got me there. It's good. And now I can auto unlock once the screen is on. I can face unlock assist of lightning, so it makes it a little bit easier to unlock with my face if you want. Smart lock is a good one too. Come in here and you can unlock your phone on your body or a trusted place. Like if you set an address like your house or your work, you can have the phone always be unlocked. and trusted devices such as Bluetooth. If you have a watch or headphones and you want the phone to always be unlocked when it's connected to those devices, go in there and set those. Last thing in settings I want to show you real quick, go into System and then go towards the bottom, System Updates. Check if you have a system update. That's one of the first things you should definitely check to see if you have going on, is if you have any updates going on. You definitely want to do those updates. Lastly, go into Camera, and I definitely recommend you changing the resolution and or definitely the frame rate as well. So what you do is choose Video, and you can do this with the back and the front cameras. Tap on the 3 dots and you'll see frame rate. I set mine to 60. I would either do 30 or 60. And then resolution, set it to 4K so that you record in a very high resolution. It's good to for archival reasons, really. And then lastly, go into Photos on here, choose the photo one, hit the 3 dots and go to Settings. And what I would recommend going in and doing here is, there's a few things in here you could do, but ultimately one of the most annoying ones I think is the shutter sound. Turn that off, and that will allow you to, when you take a photo, it's not going to go make it sound like a synthetic camera. So there you guys go. Those are the first things that you should do with your OnePlus phone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you down the road. Peace.